Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Doctor. It's another stormy day out here in the Pacific Northwest. I don't know what happened to our weather, but all of that sunshine is all entirely gone, and we are inside of the house. We're going to be going over Mustadio today, you guys. He is the gunner that's going to be coming with Final Fantasy Tactics. He is not a free unit. You do actually have to pull for him. I was actually under the impression he was a free unit, but I was actually wrong. So you do have to pull for him. He is an MR gunner, and he's actually a very cool MR gunner. He's a very different type of unit. So let's take a look at him. His first job is going to be Mechanic. His second job is going to be Hunter, which as soon as you see that Hunter sub on any type of ranged attacker, you're just like, oh, we needed that. His third sub job is Thief. He has 3 movement, 1 jump. His TMR is going to be HP 107, attack 103, accuracy plus 18, and critical hit rate plus 8. Now this gun is a very cool gun because the additional effect does grant evasion down, which is very cool. I can't think of any other weapon or ability that does evasion down or either agility down. So I'm kind of wondering if when you use this weapon, if it'll lower the target's agility, which will also make them slower. So I'm really curious when this comes into global to see how exactly the stats work and how this affects everyone. Taking a look at his stats here, you guys, he does have very low HP. His TP and his AP are very middle of the road, not too special. Movement of 3, a jump of 1. His attack is at 175. He does get plus 56 to his attack, but it really keeps him pretty low. His agility is at 59, and he does get a beefy plus 6 agility onto that. So 65 agility, especially for an MR unit, is very good. I think probably the only units that have better agility than him might be Shadowlynx or Ayaka or Medina or any of those sort of UR high agility characters. He also has really high dexterity, you guys. He has 163, and he has an additional plus 20% and plus 41 on top of that. So very powerful in the ranged attack department. It would be really interesting to see how he compares in damage to some of the other gunners. But of course, his primary function isn't damage. He also gets a nice critical rate plus 18, which is hard to argue with. I think whenever you see critical rate, you're like, oh, that's nice, and I kind of have that feeling right now too. Mustadio does get 25% weakness to sleep, 50% resistance to silence and disable, and 10% resistance to bind. He is weak, 15% to slashing with a 15% piercing resistance, and 10% weakness to magic. He is weak to wind by 15% with a 15% lightning resistance as well. Now, we have to talk about his mastery ability, because whenever you're going to be talking about Mustadio in the future, you're going to be talking about status ailments, which makes him such a cool, such a unique character. I hear tons of people right now saying they're not interested in Mustadio when I posted my Deleta video. They're not interested in Mustadio when I posted my Agrius video. You guys, Mustadio is sleeper really cool. And if you can't see that, you got a problem here. He has accuracy plus 30. He gains plus 30% activation rate on blind, immobilize, and disable, you guys. So this is very powerful for his status effects, right? This is going to be all of his abilities as we look into what the machinist or mechanic class has to offer. He's ranked as the 2nd highest physical attacker in JP. He's considered an attacker with a high hit, easy to make abnormal status conditions, and he's able to perform inevitable attacks and ranged attacks because his accuracy is so damn high. So some of his primary abilities, and of course the most important one, is going to be Power Shot right here, which is going to deal small amount of damage. Basically it's your shuriken, and it's going to add blindness, and that's a blind. Usually it's about a 15% base chance to blind, plus or minus 0.25 times faith, in addition to plus 30% from his mastery ability. Think about that, you guys. That's crazy. The amount of power this could have in an evasion build is incredible. Not only that, he has Evil Heart, you guys. Deals large damage to the target with a possibility of petrification. Not only that, he has Multi-Burst, which is an AoE damage dealing technique. Now, you are probably going to want to sub him Mechanic, because he does have access to Foot Shot, which is going to add that bind on the target. He's going to get access to Camouflage, which is going to make the enemies not target him. And he's got Arm Shot, which is going to have a chance to inflict Disable on the enemies. So they're not going to be able to use any abilities on you. They're just going to be able to regular melee attack. So overall, very powerful. If you think about how crippling Disable is, you guys, it's so powerful. It could win you matches in PvP. Your enemy's Warrior of Light, just disable him. Like, you got an Ayaka? Oh, you have a disabled Ayaka? It's just really funny to think about. I think he would be a really unique unit, and I think he's sleeper super powerful, you guys. Not only that, he does have access to the Hunter sub-job. Under the Hunter sub-job, he does get access to Poison, but it doesn't have the enhanced capability. But he does still have access to Power Shot for the blind. He gets Barrage, which is the inevitable attack. He gets, he gets Barrage, which is right down below, and then he gets Sharp Shot, which is the inevitable attack. And then, of course, he gets Warning, which increases evasion plus 55, and all attribute resistance is minus 17. His Thief sub is pretty not relevant here. I would never probably sub him Thief. I think you're probably only going to be subbing him as Mechanic or Hunter, and I think we all kind of know the sub Thief capabilities, so I didn't think to list them right here. For his passives, he does get Knowledge of the Thief, which is move +1 and agility +12%, earned AP up, Knowledge of the Hunter, range +1 and accuracy up, concentration, which is going to increase shooting attack, aim, which is going to range +1 and jump +1, and shooting attack power up. So that aim and that shooting attack power up looks good to me. So does earned AP up, so does Knowledge of the Thief. Overall, there's so many different options you could choose for him. I think almost all of them have a good benefit. Mustadio really is the master of passive abilities. It's really cool to kind of see what he can do. And I kind of love seeing the different, like whenever I see a bunch of different passive abilities that I can line up on a unit and give different results, it always makes me a little bit excited because they're very versatile. In terms of his counters, you guys, you can forget every single counter there except close up. For those of you guys that know, Hunter sub immediately means that he's going to have access to Reflex. On Ultima, they call it close up, but it is Reflex. So that is going to have a % chance to completely dodge and negate damage. Super powerful technique. I think it's the best counter in the game, and Mustadio does have access to it. So it only makes him an even stronger, more viable unit. I mean, overall, I don't know why y'all are looking at Agrius when Mustadio's here with the really cool pants. He's got the knee holster, you guys. Come on. Looking at all the different cards, we do have Tetrasulfid, who's going to be coming out right now. Tetrasulfid does, of course, have shooting attack up and evasion plus on her board. Very powerful Esper, the #1 shooting Esper you're going to be wanting to use. Please don't use Float Eye, you guys. Please don't. We also have King Curry, you guys. King Curry, very powerful ranged attack buff for the party, as well as accuracy plus for the specific unit. We have Frederica's Dream, which is going to be lightning attack for a specific unit. Probably you're going to want to pair this with a Sir O, most likely, since I know all of you guys are liking Sir O now. Put this on Sir O, and then follow up with maybe the shooting attack up for the party with Frederica's Dream. So it'd be super powerful for Mustadio. And then, of course, you have Secret Feelings, which is going to be one of the most powerful cards you can put on Mustadio. It's going to be Earth Attack Plus, and then it's going to be a Luck Plus 35% if you have it fully maxed out for the entire party. So it's only going to help your accuracy, only going to help your evasion. 100% the best way to go if you do have Mustadio. Alright guys, we are approaching the end of our video. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Sunday morning right now. I hope you guys all go and have a nice breakfast, or you go and relax for a little bit. If you guys are looking at buying Amazon coins for the Lucia banner, make sure you do use my affiliate link to support me. And if you guys want to, feel free to jump into Discord. Come check out my stream later tonight. I do stream every night except Mondays from around 8 p.m. Pacific time to 11:30 to 12 p.m. Pacific time, or a.m., sorry. Make sure you leave a comment in the YouTube channel. It means a lot to me. And hop on my Discord and say hi, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great one.